Hi there, it's Neil Baldock from Charles David Casson Estate Agents, and I want to talk to you about the Deregulation Act, a complicated piece of legislation that's been introduced, and even though it's just over a year old now, a lot of people are still not quite aware of the consequences of it and the kind of intricacies of it. So basically, what it's or part of the main thing I want to talk about is the documentation that has to be served on the tenants at the start of tenancies to make you compliant with this. So, whenever you're starting a tenancy, you must serve tenants now with a document called the How to Rent Guide. It's a document, a government published document explaining tenants' rights and responsibilities in the private rented sectors. You must serve them with that. It's called the How to Rent Guide. You must also, if this is applicable, give them a copy of the gas safety certificate. You must also give them a copy of an energy performance certificate, and of course you require an energy performance certificate before you can sell or rent any property in England and Wales, and you must have that at the start of the tenancy. Fourthly, you must give them the prescribed information for the deposit scheme and the terms and conditions that go along with that. And the fifth point is you must provide them with a copy of any licences that may be applicable. So if you're renting out an HMO, a house of multiple occupation, you must give them a licence. If you're council, if you're in an area with a mandatory licensing scheme, you must give them a copy of that. Luckily, where we manage properties in Chelmsford and actually most of Essex, there's no mandatory licensing schemes in place, so that point isn't applicable. But those five things you must serve to comply with the Deregulation Act. Now, the consequences of not doing that is it basically impacts when you're serving a Section 21, which is the notice that you have to serve on tenants when you require possession of your property back. And unless you've complied with the Deregulation Act and served all those documents on the tenant, and importantly can prove that you have, then you'll be unable to issue your Section 21. So actually you'll be unable to issue it until you've complied. So you then have to go through the process of giving those documents over before you can even apply to get possession of your property back. How mad is that? So you don't want to be in that position. It's important to comply with this at the start of the tenancy. The other thing it's stated is you must be on top of your maintenance reports from your tenants, and there cannot be a retaliatory eviction when maintenance has been reported. So you need to be recording maintenance and how you've dealt with it. In our agency, we've got a system. We've got an online repair reporting system we use, which tracks and date stamps and provides a complete audit trail for maintenance reports and how we've dealt with it. So if we need to issue a Section 21 and the tenant turns around and says, well, look, I've been reporting damp and mould in the property, or I've been reporting a leaky shower, we'll be able to prove, well, actually you did do that and we've dealt with it, and we've dealt with it in such a time scale and that's acceptable. We would then be able to issue our Section 21. So it's really important. Basically, non-compliance ultimately equals you'll be unable to recover possession of your property should you need to do so. So read up on the Deregulation Act or get in touch with me for some more advice on it if you need that. Okay, until next time.